Geez, everybody, I couldn't get the mouse to work. It was on a piece of paper. Hello, everybody. This is Butch Popeye Moss, Texas Biker Radio, Sons of Liberty Riders MC. And I don't see that the chat line is working right now. I can't see it. You guys probably can. And but we'll continue. I wanted to drop by for a brief moment. Well, I was actually out here in studio doing some work and posting Sasquatches. Oh, I see it there. Hey, how are you doing, Lisa? So anyway, I was out here working and posting Sasquatch's latest report. And if you've never read one of Sasquatch's reports, we post them unedited, as only Sasquatch can say it. And if you would, go by texasbikerradio.org, look at the blog section, and read Sasquatch's report. Now, he recently had hip surgery. He was not able to make the ride out to New Mexico, but, give him a thumbs up and say hi to him on our blog at texasbikerradio.org. Sasquatch, everybody loves him. He's been a big part of our motorcycle club. Now, that being said, what I dropped by to talk about tonight, just for a few minutes, is the G7. I mean, what a bunch of nothing, everybody. What a bunch of nothing. They left with nothing but a few comments, no deals. Putin actually kicked Biden's ass, and I'll explain that. Biden has proved to be a coward. Most of the people in the G7 are cowards. Nobody stood up to Putin. Nobody. Putin got everything he wanted, including a press conference by himself, where he was able to say anything he wanted, unchallenged. He's got his pipeline. Hey, Putin is on a roll. Meanwhile, Biden's got disasters everywhere he turns. The media cannot cover up enough. I mean, they didn't allow him out of his handler's sight, including his wife. They were so afraid that he would say something or go off script that he was unable to challenge Putin or anyone else. So they left there with a G7 Build It Back Better, a frickin' campaign slogan. And of course, they were glad to see that we've joined back into the fold. Oh yeah. We have gotten back into the fold of the EU and all the despots that are there in Brussels. It's incredible. It's incredible. We're back into the New World Order and heading for the Great Reset. No, that's what they think. That's what they think. So, man, that's just the way it is. And let me see. Let me read what David Garcia is saying here. A lot of people don't know what a shellback is, Popeye. Let them know what we went through. I tell you what, I've got to continue what I'm doing, what I've got started here in the studio. But we'll have a show one night on shellbacks, and there are some videos out there. I wish we would have had cell phones back when I was in the Navy, because that is surely an experience that you'll never forget. And if David, I don't know what y'all's King Neptune was like, but ours was something else. The biggest guy on the ship with the biggest belly, Oh, yeah. It was something else. And, back in those days, they kind of got carried away with it. It's not like it is now. That would be considered, I think, hazing. But I'll digress. And, David, you're certainly right, buddy. We'll do a whole show on that one night. And going forward here, OG and I are looking at what we're doing and everything that's going on. We're analyzing everything. And we will probably launch another channel pretty soon. That's what we're thinking about. And it'll be different, a little bit different than this. But this, our mainstay, will continue to go and grow. But yeah, we're gonna make a few changes, and like we said last night, we're gonna be bringing in some of our brothers out in the other states where they have issues going on in those other states. And yes, we have chapters in Tennessee, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and looks like from what I understand, we may be adding Louisiana pretty soon. And so we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3 chapters here in Texas. So, but hey, look, being in an MC is not for everybody, and there are certainly challenges to it. There certainly is, and it's not cheap. Anybody that tells you that a biker is a bum or whatever else, you picture them not having a job, any of this kind of stuff. Nothing is further from the truth, because it costs money. First of all, to buy one of these machines. Second of all, to maintain it. So yeah, and being in an MC is not cheap. Now the dues aren't that high. Well, it varies from club to club to club, and some of them can be up over $100 a month. Now ours is nothing near that, but hey, look, it's nice to have funds to operate with. I'll tell you that much. I found that out in when I first retired, and I looked around and I saw how screwed up our government was and how much money they were spending. And let me tell you, that hasn't stopped. What the original thing about the Tea Party was overspending by government. It wasn't about Obama or anything else. It was about the overspending that was going on. And that sooner or later we've got to pay for all this stuff, or somebody has to, because like we said last night, there's not a damn thing out there that's free. If somebody created it, they want they would like to have a payday. I mean, you're going to end up if you're not making money, you're going to end up really a real communist country. I just think about it. Do you see any Russian cars on the streets here in the U.S.? It's rare. It's rare. So, this is what we're talking about. But hey, you guys, going forward here, we're going to continue the fight. We're going to continue the fight for bikers' rights. We're going to continue the fight for our Constitution. And those who've had their constitutional rights violated. We don't care what party you're in, what group you're in. Everybody deserves to have their rights without any infringement from law enforcement or the government or any other group out there that wants to violate your constitutional rights. And there's no shortage of them working on that right now. The G7 would be one. Because let me tell you, all this stuff that the G7 is talking about, Build Back Better, They're happy with that because they expect us to pay the brunt of it. They'll let us pay for all of it and not pitch in on any of it. You know, America First is gone. Is gone. And let me tell you today, Abbott stepped up. Governor Abbott here in Texas. Federal government not going to take care of business. They're not going to finish the wall. Guess what? We're going to. And as a sovereign state, we have that right. And you know, eventually all states get affected by this stuff. And you know, I remember when my cousin was telling me they live up on the eastern shore, Chincoteague Island. There at one point they didn't have any illegal aliens or anybody around there. What they had was Russians. But now guess what? Yeah, the illegal aliens are showing up. They're showing up. They're spreading out across the country. You know, and I do believe here in Texas, the ones that get through, we ought to just ship them on to California. Just ship them on there. Let them take care of them. Let them pay for their medical expenses. Let them pay for their education. Let them take care of the kids, the babies, everybody else. Let them do it. They want it so bad, send it to them. Send it to D.C., up there where all the rich folk live together. High and mighty people that we elect again and again and again. We allow them to collude with each other. And this is what they've delivered us. Now, our first point of order right now is to make sure this next election cycle is straightened out. You need to contact your congressman, your senator, and tell them, hey, is our state's election, is it secure? Is it secure from the F word? I have to do that because, and let me tell you, this the thing we're starting to talk about doing is going to another platform where we can say what we need to say without fear of YouTube going off on a tantrum. That's what I'm saying, everybody. We're sick of it. We're sick of them. We're sick of Facebook. We're sick of all of them. You know, and I know it's hard to make a move, but we'll still be here. We'll still be here, and we'll try to work around their algorithms. We'll try and work around it. But then again, we're going to have another page that we're going to be building on, that we're going to be working at, and, you know, we're going to be able to say the news and say the things we want to say without censorship, without YouTube's brand of censorship. This is what we're going to do. And what we saw today, you know, going back to the title of this, is the G7 was a frickin' disaster. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of taxpayer dollars. Build it back better. That's all they could come up with. Not one of them was brave enough to stand up to the despots like the CCP and Vladimir Putin, a KGB agent, who right now, like I said, he's on a roll, man. The kids over in Russia love him. Except for maybe the people that are in the labor camps, they may not. But if you go take a look at some of the Russian movies and some of the stuff that's going on out there, and maybe some of the Russian news, you find out that Russia is spending their money on infrastructure, real infrastructure, not a bunch of bullshit. And what are they doing it with? Gas and oil, baby. Gas and oil. Let me tell you, that German chancellor, she's all happy about that new pipeline. She's happy about it. Now, the other EU members are not so happy, but she is. And all that, yeah, Germany, Italy, France, and even the UK have sold out to China. Have sold out to them. That's how the China virus spread over into Europe, because there's so many Chinese that are involved there. Oh yeah. It didn't come through us and then to them. It went to them first. Because there are thousands of Chinese that work in Europe. That's what we're talking about. They've got their tentacles everywhere. Now, Russia and China are working to a point, but they don't trust each other. But understand what Russia's doing. They're using their gas and oil to rebuild their country, while we're working to tear our country apart. Not only tear each other up, but literally tear the country apart. Now, if they're able to get their way, our economy is eventually going to go south. It really is. We're going to pay for this. We're going to pay for it. But you guys, I hope you're having a great evening. Let me look at some of the chatters there. Jerry, how are you doing? Brain damage. How you doing, buddy? Lisa Lee. David Garcia. The Process. How are you doing? There's Dutch. Yeah. So, man. Look, I was only going to drop by for a few minutes anyway, and here I am almost already at 20 minutes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Time flies when you're having fun. And so we look forward to the fight. It is a fight. It really is. Politics never stops. You think the other side does? No. No. They're thinking every minute of every day how they can get you to capitulate. We have censorship going on like crazy. Right now they're protecting Biden. Oh, he did such a great job. I mean, you know, hey, he got everything he wanted, although we don't know what in the hell that is. But he did a great job, much better than Trump. And he did it all by selling us out. So we can't wait for his victorious flight home. And the news media gushing every which direction, you know, look, oh man, he did such a great job. It's sickening, everybody. Everybody knows that Biden is not there, and they were scared to death through this whole thing. Scared to death. And the reason I say he's a coward is because when Putin challenged him to a live debate, he ran. He couldn't run fast enough. He had his staff pushing him. pushing him out the door. You can't do this. His wife, might. Yeah, well, let her debate. Let the real president debate. And Kamala, she's a disaster. We've got disasters everywhere. Everywhere disasters are brewing, and the media is just gushing. It's crazy. Hey, I got to get back at it, everybody. I'm creating, doing stuff. No telling how late I'll be up, but I can't get it done with if I'm yapping. But hey, we love everybody. Thank you for the support. Liking and sharing is really important to us. We have over 7,000 subscribers and climbing, generally by a couple hundred a week. We're puzzled about some of these other outfits, but you know what that's all about. With that, everybody, have a great night. And Dutch, you other guys, we'll see you tomorrow night for a ride out to Strokers. Have a great day. Oh, and Dutch, be sure to tell everybody what's the name of the outfit that loaned us the trailer. We're going to be giving them a mention. We had a motorcycle shop that loaned us a trailer for the trip to New Mexico, and we want to thank them. And I guess Dutch left. Yeah, I'm trying to look for it there. Anyway, well, I'll get the right name, and the next time I come on, I'll give them the credits they deserve. It's a rare thing that somebody says, hey, we got a trailer, you can use it. I mean, I do have a trailer, but it holds just my bike. But with that, everybody, have a great evening. Have a great rest of the week. And I hope you're employed and doing fine. This is Butch Moss with Texas Biker Radio. Have a great evening.